Good to be back on this headset. Anyway, this is Summer Skater 4 on PS1, and we are doing college again. We're going back to do all the amateur goals I missed, and then we're going to go and do some pro goals, and then the gaps, because we gotta do that shit. It's important that I do that shit, considering what I've been doing throughout this fucking LP marathon to escape. Like, I have to do it. I have to do it. So, back to college. Let's just jump cut straight to these amateur goals and get them done. It's obvious they're all going to be scoring combo based, so here we go. First 60,000 points for pro score. Pretty simple. I don't know how the fuck I missed this. It's right there. Uh, I am disappointed in myself, really. But yeah, pretty simple stuff. In fact, the majority of everything here is very simple until we get to the pro stuff. But for now, let's just get the amateur shit out of the way. That was pro score. Now it's time for the combo, the 60,000 point combo. I fucked up and I had to do it a second time because, well, I did a manual and the game kicked me out of it for no reason. So, yeah, game's still fucking with me, but it's not fucking with me as much as it used to. Maybe. Anyway, next is time for the extreme score, 100,000 points. No problem for us. Hey, ACDC. It's time for us to get a good combo going. I'll try and beat this in one combo. And I could have done it too. It was for the fact I bailed here a lot because I did some stupid shit. And I apologize for doing stupid shit. I should not have been being stupid. But I ended up being stupid, so I'm sorry. Anyway, I got a stat point now. That's 1 out of 2 that we have missed. So, next up, combo. We have to get 100,000 points for the 6-score combo. This is not going to be that hard, considering. And we got some good spots here, some good places to go and make some big points on. Yep, look at that shit. And we can land it right now. It's perfect. And that's all the stat points, which means now all I have left is horse, which is extremely easy. I can do this in probably a few tricks, honestly. I mean, 1,000 to, what, 10, 20,000? It's like nothing, really. Compared to what we've been through so far, this is pretty much a good break off from the really hard shit we'll have to be dealing with now, because we're dealing with some pro stuff now. We're going for big scores pretty soon. So get ready. But right now, let's just calm down and enjoy ourselves with a nice bit of amateur goals to get them out of the way and have all amateur goals be done. And then, we can go straight for upgrading our final stats and being done with this entire amateur goals bullshit. Boom! Done. Now then, now that I have all that shit done, it's now time to go ahead and do some goals. We have to be Tony and Bucky Lasek here, so gotta make sure I got that going for me. Let's go ahead and upgrade our skater for the final time, because we now have all 50 stat points, and we have all the stat points we need to upgrade this skater. Let's go to stats, and there we go. Spins, which is now done, all stats are done. Don't have to worry about that shit anymore. In fact, we've got all the decks as well, so I might as well go ahead and check out the decks as well. Just so we can see what designs we also got outside of our usual designs. Got the Pimpin' going on, got the USAF, we got the fucking Old Glory. The new stuff comes out to Scratch, I believe. Got Ear, we've got Floors, we got Jenny, we've got Breakfast, we've got Momo Style, we've got Neversoft Eye, and we've got Visions. So, with all that said, all the stuff we've got here, I'm going to go ahead and be Neversoft Eye. Now, there's not really much of my skater here going around doing this shit, but I do want to go and do the pro stuff. And in order to do the pro stuff, we need to unlock the pro goals by being a pro and completing their shit. And don't worry, you don't have to do all the levels again. Everything you've done is kept for every skater, except stats. In the PS2 version, all their stats are at max when you got them all. But in this version, you have to put them all yourself. So, don't worry, I'll do that all behind the scenes. You don't have to watch me do this every time. I'm just letting you know, this is the thing. Anyway, Might as well check out his decks as well, because we got all of his decks. We got everyone's decks. We got Falcon Egg Deck HL2. We've got New Tony Ape Deck HL. We've got Pterodactyl Crest Bulk HL. We got Hawk College. We've got Pterodactyl 2. We've got Pterodactyl Skull. We have 3D Logo. We've got Giant Pterodactyl Skull. We got the Falcon Egg Deck. Oh, we already said that shit. We already know this stuff. Let's go ahead and be a Giant Pterodactyl Skull. By the way, board stats exist here as well, and I already got all of them because I got all the boards, so just letting you know that. We are packed to the brim on stats, so we should be fast enough, we should have enough air, we should have enough to do the shit we need to do. So, what is Tony's goal, and what does the token look like for us to do the goal? Well, the goal is up here. You have to go all the way over and up to this roof over here. It's blue. All the goals that require a pro, like Tony or Bob Burnquist or Bam or whatever, are blue. So Tony is first. Move to the 900 will transfer him from this roof all the way to the quarter pipe at the other side of the entrance arc. Easier said than done. Here are some fuck-ups to make sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. First of all, you need to get enough room. You need to know how to do the 900, so make sure to check the tricks list. Then you have to not fuck this one up. You have to time it just right. So you do the 900 without bailing, and you make it over there because it's a big, big jump. Even when you have full stats, it's not going to be easy. You have to jump at the very end, and you have to make it a boneless. You have to make a really good jump to get special as well. So, once you get all that done, do what I do, except what I do here. I don't know how I landed that, but it counts somehow. I don't even know how. But there you go. So I got a movie for that. We won't be seeing the movies, what we're seeing in the TSK dumps. I have to go up to Sammy's get free shit. And as you can see, the goals are now unlocked. See? And if they're unlocked, then this little thing will pop up for you to know. Yeah, just for a second you get to see it. But yeah, that's it for that. Now it's time for Bucky. I'm going to go ahead and do his stats, then we're going to check out the decks. As you can see, he is an amateur, even though he is a pro. I don't get it. We got Paradise Slammers, we got Nollie Flip, we've got Race Car, we've got Freddy Logo, we've got Checkered Flag, we've got Race Car Logo, we've got Rooster, we've got Team Seal 2001, and that's it. I'm going to go with Team Seal. So, what is Bucky's fucking goal? Well, it's back up there in the clock tower, except this time it's just right in front of us. Bucky's goal is much simpler. We just have to get on this roof 675,000 points. Considering what we've been through so far, and considering we'll probably have to get into the million part as soon as possible in later levels, yeah, I don't think this is going to be much of a problem. So, considering this place is not that great on what you can get out of this, the best you can do is do a whole bunch of, you know, complicated grinds. Call them complicated because you have to make sure to stay inside the roof, and a lot of air tricks. Outside of that, it's just like, simple shit. Be careful, he does Misty Flips and such. His specials also will fuck you over considering how off the specials are in this version of the game. Otherwise, I was able to actually beat this one no problem. I mean, we can get 300,000 points at every big combo because I'm so good at this game. Then there should be no problem in me just being able to get a big fucking 675,000, right? Well, of course, you still have to worry about the fact that points do decrease the more you do the same trick, and that is a thing in this goal, which sucks. But as long as you keep trying and don't give up, you should be able to do this. So, here we go. I'm almost there. Just have to land it here. Oh. I thought we had it. Oh, we are close. Okay, I just need to get a good score. But you know what? I'm going to go a bit more stupid and try to get a huge score out of this. Yep, that'll do. And that is Bucky done. Now let's get a movie. He also gets a cheat code, which we'll see later on in the last part, probably. Anyway, this is what a pro goal looks like. It's pink. We can do this as a pro because we are now in our career pro mode with these skaters, but only these skaters. Because when you become a custom, you're amateur. but you can do these as an amateur, so that's pretty good news. I'm going to do all of these as my character. So we got the 6th score, which is 150,000 points. Really, that's no problem. I mean, we've got 375,000 points. We got 675,000 points. I'm sorry, we got a fuck ton of points. We can handle 150,000. There's a lot of spots here, too, for us to go compared to that one area we had to be kept in. So, we've got everything in our power to get these. But now we got Twisted Score. We all know that 6th score is a thing in the majority of Tony Hawk games, but Twisted, I don't think that was ever used in any Tony Hawk game ever, so this is actually pretty much a new difficulty exclusive to this fucking game. It's not even in the PS2 version, Twisted Score, so I don't know why this exists, but okay. There is some bad news, though. What you'll find out when you see the 3rd pro goal is, they're not very creative. We've got the Insane Score. I think Insane Difficulty was a thing in one of the Tony Hawk games. I don't know, I don't remember. This one's 260,000 points. But yeah, you're seeing a pattern, right? Well, all 4 of these pro goals are the same. It's just a new difficulty of a big score. There's no combo. You have 2 minutes to get this much score. You have enough time. The PS2 version is a lot more varied on its pro goals when you unlock them. So, really, this is nothing. Especially since the last difficulty is called the Uber Score. And oh my god, is that a fucking dumb name. I failed at least once because of the fact the game was, again, fucking with me, but also because I was doing some pathetic fucking shit. Like, I don't want to show you that. I really don't want to show you me being pathetic. That's gonna be a waste of time and make you facepalm the entire video, and then you'll hate this video and you'll hate me and anything like that. I don't want that. That'll be dumb. So instead, here is me actually annihilating this motherfucker in one go. So, that's all the pro goals. No reward for that, but we have one more thing left to do, and that is gaps. So as you can see, all 4 are done, and all this shit's done too. That's all the goals of college. You don't have to do this shit anymore. Now it's time for the final thing, the gaps, the gap checklist. Now, I could do the normal thing of just doing all the gaps we haven't done yet, but because of the jump cuts and shit and all the cutout goals and such, there might be some gaps I'm not showing you that I've done here. So in order to fix that, I'm going to be doing every single gap, including the ones I've already done or shown you, so that we know I've gotten them all done. I know this might be annoying, but I might as well just do it so I don't miss anything. So, are you ready for gap checklist? Because I am. Here we go. First of all, go ahead and jump over this little patch of grass over here for over the trench. Then jump over these kickers here. You already know this one from the kickflip thing. You will get pure trenching. Next up, I want you to go ahead and jump from this little gap over here all the way to that one over there for Wheezy transfer. Next up, jump up here. You get the breaking in. Very simple stuff. Next up, all you have to do is mail from one end to the other of this spot here from the road to there for across the courtyard. And then I want you to manual this bridge for bridge wheelie. Next, what I want you to do is 2 gaps this time. Grind this all the way through for access hop ramp thing. And then jump up there and grind that for ramping up. Next, I want you to go ahead and jump up there, grind, make sure to grind over there, do not grind anywhere else. Then grind all the way, roll right up, and then grind that for up. Next up, I want you to do this. I want you to go to the back. I want you to get inside that little clock tower and get clock tower. Then grind all the way down for the high wire axe. You should already have this by a bunch of times by now. Next up, grind these bowl boards for the roommate wanted. Then grind that rail from one end to the other for the entrance exam. Next up, grind this all the way through for undeclared. Then, I want you to go over here. I want you to grind this all the way through the other side. Make sure to jump over that wire, you'll go over there. You don't want to go over there. Get the skates of steel. Next up, grind this all the way from one end to the other for, what was it called? Institutionalized? Let's have a look-see. Yep. Next up, I want you to go ahead and grind for 3 gaps this time. Up on the roof, grind this rail all the way from one end to the other, and you will get quiet, please. Then jump down and grind the fucking planner here for its library, then grind the other planner for book return. Next up, I want you to go ahead and grind up here, then grind these two fucking balcony things over here, and you will get storefront hop. Next up, go over here and grind these archways. You will get the first archway here, archway grind, and the other one is called another archway. It's right over there. If you've played Mosquito 4 at all, you should know these gaps by heart. It's pretty simple, really. Next up, grind this planner, then grind the stairs and grind the other planner, and you will get overdue books. Next up, grind this all the way down for yay co-ed dorms. Next up, grind this fountain all the way through for the fountain grind. Make sure to grind more than once or you'll slow down and make it really hard for you. Next up, grind this rail all the way for the handrail ride, then grind the boards on the other end for handrail to boards. Next up, grind these two planets with planner. Next up is Lit Tricks. I want you to go over there and Lit Trick this spot over here for high bars. Then, there's one over there. Fucking manual and Lit Trick this for better view. Lastly, I want you to Lit Trick this spot over here for undergrad. And that's it. We're done. That's all the gaps at college. Whew. So, that's every gap. And if you're using this as a walkthrough, well, now you know what to get for these gaps. Now you know where to go. Right. So, now that college is done, we still have about 7 more levels, including the secret level, which we haven't unlocked yet. We still have about 39 goals to go. We've got a long way to go. So, that is it for college. That's all the amateur goals. That's the beginning of the pros. And that's the beginning of the gap checklist. So, next time, as 2 more skaters or 3 more whatever, we'll be doing San Fran. But as you can see, we got 39 for secret. We gotta get that many. But next time, we're doing San Fran. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.